Morning folks, how you doing? Hope you're well. Wednesday, grinding it out through the week I hope, and being in control. Just the usual things at the start, just to say if you are listening on podcast, please scroll right through all the feeds, just to please leave a review. We're slowly getting there. I desperately would love to get to 100 reviews by the end of October. So if you do listen, literally it's not going to take you any more than probably 30 seconds to scroll down the feeds after this. You've listened to this and just review it for me. And the other thing is, if you are interested in a 7-day trial in the Brotherhood, which is our sort of online platform to help you sort of build structure within your life, help you get fit with our workouts on the app, help you control your nutrition, your mindset and everything, then please just drop me your email and we will sort you out and get you in that group as quickly as possible. Got like over 100 guys in there now who are kicking it, like kicking the shit out of life. Okay, so let's get to today. So I'm basically doing this live feed because I think it's something I've probably been suffering from the last couple of weeks. And I'll be quite honest, it definitely has been sort of dragging me down, and almost to the point where sort of my partner started noticing, Jemima started noticing, you know, me almost just been very quiet at home, just being very sort of reflective, and it's kind of like finding the meaning of why we're here. I think I might have personally hit a stumbling block in terms of my own meaning and fulfilment. And the last time I felt that was when I first joined the Marines. So when I first joined the Marines, you know, I was a lot younger. I was only 23. I was only 23, and I already knew that like I had to achieve something more than what I was achieving. It was just very much waking up and being quite sad and miserable and lost, not knowing which way I was going to go within my life. I was very young then, so I was really looking at like my sort of next 5 to 10 years and thinking, well, nothing's really going to change here. Nothing's really exciting me. Nothing's making me want to get out of bed and sort of really attack life. And that's one of the reasons I ended up joining the Marines, because I was looking for adventure. I was looking for something more than what I was doing, because my life had no meaning at the time. So you might be able to relate to that. And I have to say, in the last sort of 2 to 3 weeks, I've definitely felt the same again. And although I love what I do, I like, you know, the difference here this time is that my job does give me fulfilment. And when I try and review and reflect on like a lot of those emotions that I'm having about it, it's very hard to get to the bottom of it, and I still haven't, if I'm honest. I kind of have an idea, but when I think about my areas of life, I look at my health and I think, okay, yep, I'm doing all right. You know, I've got a few injuries, but you know what? I'm cracking through. I've got goals. I've got my 100 miler next year. I'm trying to achieve my blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm ticking over in the gym. I'm overcoming the slight bicep tear that I've had, so I'm remaining positive. You know, I kind of got a lot of meaning, fulfillment when it comes to my training, when it comes to my health side of things. I am a massive hypochondriac, so if I end up getting the slightest thing wrong with me, I'm a nightmare, because I end up Googling what those symptoms are. And more often than not, it tells me I've got about 3 months to live. So that is a head fuck for me. And I sometimes, when I do worry about my health in those terms, I end up sort of going into a shell. I know I've spoken to a couple of friends who have also done that as well. But yeah, in those terms, work-wise, it's great. You know, I'm like, Dad's coach is doing really well. You know, the Brotherhood is like fantastic. There's amazing guys in there. When it comes to fulfillment, you know, I really feel a sense of fulfillment and meaning because, you know, I'm helping guys out. You know, it's a very fulfilling job for me. You know, I'm passionate about it, and you know, I plan to take over the world. Personal development, you know, I definitely, you know, I'm reading more and stuff like that, and I tell you where I think I tell you where I think it is, and I know what it is. So my vision has always been that when my boy finishes college, that we are going to see the world. So that's me, Jemima. We're going to take our little Alba out. She'll be eight years old by then. We're going to homeschool her while we travel, and we're going to travel for 12 months. We might even travel for longer than 12 months, or we just want to travel indefinitely. Now, a big part of me is really like wants to go now. You know, a big part of me just wants to go now, and just go and see the world. You know, travel. You know, I can work while I travel. I can still do these live feeds wherever I am in any country. I can still look after the Brotherhood anywhere in the world. I can still do the workouts that I need to do for them anywhere in the world. I've got a set up for my offline boot camp, and it's almost like a calling, and it's very difficult to explain it. But, you know, a part of me wants to go and see the world and go to all these different countries and work with different guys in different countries and set up seminars and almost talk to guys all over the world. And maybe it's more impatience than meaning, but I don't know what it is, and it's very frustrating for me, and it might be frustrating for a lot of guys, because you might wake up and think, you know, Greg, you'll be with me. You'll be with me anyway, wherever I go. I could be doing this in fucking Timbuktu if there was signal and you'll still be there. For a lot of guys that I work with, there's a real lack of identity. There's a real lack of meaning. There's a real lack of fulfilment within their lives. So what I'm talking about is like waking up, looking in the mirror, and not knowing who the fuck you are or what the fuck you want out of life, where you want to go. And it's like this, like, well, I tell you where I feel it. It's kind of here. It's like a little cave of emptiness that's in your chest when you wake up. And yeah, you're a great dad, and you might have a job that you like, and you might be earning quite good money, or you're not. You know what I mean? You might have a great family life. You might have everything that you want, but something's missing, and you can't quite put your finger on that thing that's missing. And in the back of your head, you know that something's missing. You know, it's that type of fulfilment. And that just means you're not operating at 100%, because how can you operate at 100% when you have no idea what it's all about? You know, I felt like a lot about that sometimes when I went to Afghanistan. When I went to Afghanistan, I kind of was like, what is the meaning of us going to Afghanistan? What's the purpose? And I know it was all to do with the drugs, and we were taking out the Taliban, but like, for me, it just wasn't really the strongest of reasons to go over there and lose so many lives. You know, there was no real meaning to us going over there for me personally, which is why another reason why I wanted to end up leaving the Marines, because to be honest, most of the time when we do get deployed, I never really understood the meaning. I was always going there to protect, this is my own personal thoughts by the way, my own country. So I kind of felt that if we ever came under attack, then I'd be fucking ready to go. I'd be ready to go no matter what. But I think with meaning, it's very similar. You know, you wake up and you think, what's it all about? You know, what am I trying to achieve? And I don't have the answer really to give you. But what I want to do really is more raise self-awareness about it, because I think it's something that we don't talk about enough. I think it's something that we don't attend to. It's not something that we sort of really maybe want to admit, that maybe we're not happy because there is that massive hole of emptiness inside of us and it's not being filled. What I would suggest to you is that maybe fulfillment comes from doing something that makes you happy. So maybe if you are missing something, maybe get a piece of paper, as I always say, and fucking do things that are making you happy, things that aren't making you happy. Maybe just some things you can adjust in your life that you can change. I'm certainly not going to be the fucking person. I see all these videos saying, hey, if you hate your job, you know, just leave your job. And you're like, fuck off. Yeah, leave your job, lose your mortgage, fucking put your kids on the street. Brilliant. You can't just do that. But what you can do, maybe, if you're not happy with your job, is look at a job that you like. Maybe look at retraining if it's feasible. Like, at the side, if you like. So while you're doing your main job, maybe you could do some training while you're doing that main job. Maybe it might be a 2-year thing. So for example, my partner, when I first met her, she was like a teaching assistant at the college, but at the side she was doing her animal physiotherapy qualification. And then she got to a point where she was qualified and she decided to leave the teaching assistant job. That was just a temporary job. And now she does what she loves. She looks after animals, horses, and dogs, and treats them, like physiotherapy. And you might be able to do something like that. You know, you might have an interest in PT, so you want to do PT, and you might want to do something at the side. But you've also got to do it by managing it and not sort of going fucking all or nothing. Don't be the all or nothing guy. Well, I either leave my job and I fucking put everyone in a shit so I can do what I want to do and be a selfish prick. Okay, but you've got to do it measurably. So you have to like have a plan of action. You've got to speak to your partner and maybe change that. Maybe you're not fulfilled within your health. Maybe you're not happy. Maybe you don't like the reflection in your mirror. Maybe you have no purpose when it comes to your training. Maybe you want to look better. Fucking hell, I've got a t-shirt and jumper on at 5 in the morning. I'm red hot in September. It's nice. Maybe you're not developing personally, you know. Where's that fulfillment? Are you learning? Are you watching videos? Are you reading books? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you listening to other people's experiences? Maybe relationship shit, guys. You know, maybe you need to re-spark your marriage. Maybe you need to be more attentive to your children. Maybe you need to spend more time with your friends. I don't know what it is. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet, and every single one will have a different meaning to life. Every single one. So that's down to you to really think about it. But I think my aim in my post today is really just to open up your self-awareness of the issue and make you just think a little bit more about being a little happier. Yep, Simon is not back, but we fucking move forwards. Every day we always face a not back. Every day there's always something. There is never almost, if you get through a day and you don't have a knock, you've had a good day. But that's how we become, that's what I talk about a lot of the time. We become resilient, become like a fucking weed that doesn't go away because we're just so persistent in our drive to be better. So yeah, hey, look, have a think about that. You know, what is your meaning? What makes you happy? Like, what makes you happy? Like, I mean, really happy. What in your head do you think about and it makes you smile and it makes you happy and it makes you want to get up in the morning and it makes you want to be a better person? You know, yes, the kids will do that, but apart from the kids, you, what makes you happy? What makes me happy is the thought of traveling around the world, meeting lots of people that I might not in any day life really not get to meet. To go and see landscapes that I desperately want to see. To go to see waterfalls, to go and see areas that are like so clear, seas that are so clear you can see your feet at the bottom and they're so blue. To go and try different foods all over the world. You know, that is fucking my meaning. To help as many men around the world as possible. To set up seminars while I'm travelling and talk about this type of issue and how you can overcome it and be better. You know, that is fulfilment for me. That's fulfilment. And I think it's going to be different for everyone else. Fulfilment for you might be seeing more of your children, having more freedom in your day. You know, creating a business for yourself, maybe. Maybe having a goal that no one else thinks that you can achieve other than you. I remember when I signed up to the 100 miler, everyone's like, fucking what? Are you mental? Are you mental? Not mental, I'm just driven. I'm just driven because that's what I want to do. Because it's a challenge, because it's fucking there, because it gives me purpose, because it gives me fulfillment to say that I've already run 100 miles, but I need to say, but I want to personally say I've run 100 miles in under 24 hours. And, you know, and really push it. And if I don't get it this time, then, like, I probably will leave it at that. And if I get it, then I might even look at something else. You know, I want to get my blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I want to be swift. I want to be fucking good. I want to be the best at my art. I want to be You know, I want to work at my craft. All these things. So listen, I've droned on there a bit. So if you have a think about it, and you know, if you want to let me know. Just post on this comment. Don't forget to review the podcast, otherwise I'll hunt you down, and that will be my new meaning in life. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all soon.